And this right here, right? So this is a nuisance to me. Hello everybody, welcome back to this another 5-day, right? I'm a little down because I don't think I'm gonna get any okra this year because I've been doing my garden for about 4 years. I've been in my house 5, but of course I moved into the fall, so I started in 2021. Never issue with deers eating the leaves of my okra, right? So I could spray all the deer stuff I want to, but if you know anything, if you've been down here in the South, we've been getting rain like consistently. So even though I spray and it's on a daylight dry, so like I did yesterday, right? But it's supposed to rain for the rest of the week. I'm not home to reapply it because you have to reapply it every time that it rains because it washes it away. So I don't think I'm gonna get any okra this year. Next year I have to go to Home Depot and build a secondary fence with chicken wire, but it's going to be a lot higher, maybe 7 foot tall. That way it'll keep them out of there from jumping over the fence that I have, the chicken wire that I have now. So and there's other ways you could put a string around, but I don't want to put that to chance. I'd rather enclose it again. So I have to figure that out, buy 7 foot poles to put around the one that I already have, and it'll keep them out. Now it doesn't stop the voles, so I'm still gonna have to put things in buckets and stuff like that. But the okra, which I know the voles don't eat, the deer do. So I don't think I'm gonna get anything else this year. I've gotten a bunch of snow peas, and squash is still growing. So here's what it is. But it's a 3-leg day today for me. Baton Rouge turn, and then I end up in Knoxville tonight about 8 o'clock, a little short overnight. And yeah, I was off one day. But again, it's only because I'm going to celebrate my aunt's birthday in Jamaica, so I needed the days off, and I had to bid this way to be able to get the days off that I needed to go to Jamaica with her. And then I start a trip right after I come back. The next day I come back, the next day I start a trip early in the morning. I'm trying to swap that out so I can get a little bit later report versus an earlier report. But that's it. That's all I can tell you. You know, we're going to forget about the last trip, even though I know it was crazy, hectic, ending at 3 o'clock in the morning and getting to the hotel at 4. But the good thing is, I'm trying to see, is that leaving or coming? But the good thing is I get paid 4 hours and 25 minutes for actually landing after 2 o'clock. So that's the good thing about that. Other than that, I'll see you guys tonight once I get to Knoxville. Everybody made it here to Knoxville. Today's flight's uneventful. Guess what happened in Atlanta? Started raining again. Like I said, and it's supposed to rain tomorrow, thunderstorm for the rest of the weekend, remaining of this trip. So we're going to see how that affects us. Tomorrow I go to Detroit, so it might not affect me as much because I don't have to go through Atlanta. But we're going to see what it looks like when I go home, as far as with my okra and stuff like that. But other than that, I think I'm ready to do a quick workout. I have a 627 van in the morning, so I'll see you guys in the morning for day 2. Good morning, everybody. Today's day 2. Slept really well last night. Like I said, today, this weather going to be in Atlanta, but I'm not going through Atlanta. I'm going through Detroit. So I have 4 legs today, and sits between each and every one of them. Knoxville to Detroit, Detroit to Syracuse, Syracuse back to Detroit, then back here to Knoxville about 5 this afternoon. So, like I said, I have to sit. What happened? I swapped into this trip because I originally had a 3-day. I swapped with somebody because they wanted my 3-day and I took their 5-day. So that's how I ended up with this trip anyways. Again, when once you start this, you learn how to finesse your schedule. And there are some people who don't want to work as much, like 5 days especially. I had a 3-day and it worked out for me. So, but other than that, I'm finna get ready to go downstairs, and I'll see you guys once I come back to Knoxville tonight. And hopefully no modifications because of weather. Everybody made it to Knoxville. Today was a very easy, uneventful day. Water service all day, so I didn't have to really do a full service on any of my flights today. Had people that we was on 700 that continually tried to put their bags in one of the overhead bins where the equipment was, where we had a PVE and a fire extinguisher. I don't understand why. I had to take people bags down on 3 of my flights, telling them that they couldn't put it there. They didn't put this book bag under the seat in front of me. Just because your bag fits there doesn't necessarily mean that it's supposed to go there, you know. But either way, I'm finna get ready to go downstairs to actually get a little bit to eat before my window of eating runs out, because it's going on 6:30. I told y'all I'm not gonna eat after 7, so I have a 30-minute window. So I'll see you guys in the morning for an early report. Everybody, I made it here to XNA. Today's flight's been very uneventful. We left Atlanta an hour late, not because the inbound was late. However, whoever planned for us to take our flight to XNA, they scheduled the flight that was coming from Jackson, Mississippi. It wasn't supposed to land until 1, and that flight wasn't delayed. That's just their normal time, and it landed at 1. We were supposed to leave at 1:05. And I don't know why they planned it that way, why there was no other flights that we could have swapped aircrafts with. But so that was the reason why we was an hour late. And then the gate agent on this flight coming to XNA miscounted because he was oversold, and we had to play musical chairs, grab people off, take people on. And we did that for about 30 minutes too. So I'm tired, well, sleepy, not tired, but I'm sleepy. Didn't get a lot of rest last night because I just couldn't get comfortable. And yeah, I'm here, but I'm not gonna go to sleep tonight. I'm gonna go work out and get up in the morning for a 4:45 a.m., but it's only a 2-leg day tomorrow. Good morning, everybody. Today is day 4. I have 1 leg today because our inbound didn't come in last night, so right before I went to sleep, I got a notification that I got modified. So I'll do my 1 leg to XNA, and I'm done by like, I think 12:30 or something like that. And that's because the inbound didn't make it in last night. So, and then I go home, sit on time available, then come back and work a Harrisburg turn on Sunday. And it's Father's Day. So, you know, I forgot, people had to remind me that it's Father's Day because I don't really keep up with that for real, the dates or whatever. But I knew it was this month, but I just didn't remember when it was. But other than that, that's all I have for you. It's going on 8 o'clock. So our flight was supposed to leave at 6. So we got a 2-hour delay and a little bit more rest, which was well needed. So I'll see you guys when I get home. Hopefully it's not raining. I'm gonna go out, check my garden, even though I know I'm gonna be disappointed because I know those deers came in and just wrecked the rest of the okra. So I'll see what happens when I get home. Everybody, I made it home. Didn't get to y'all this morning because I actually woke up late and I had to rush to get to the airport. I ended up wasting $50 because I had to park in the parking deck in order to make it to the gate on time because I just kept hitting snooze or whatever like that. Another 5 day in the books. I just came out here to cut my grass. When I came home yesterday, I cut it yesterday, but I didn't get to finish because it started raining on me. So I finish the rest today as soon as I got home, because with these southern thunderstorms, you just never know, because it wasn't supposed to rain yesterday. It's not supposed to rain today, but it's supposed to rain for the entire week coming up. So I had to cut it because it was getting too hot. And this right here, right? So this is a nuisance to me. All this right here. I've been to the county several times to tell them to come cut it. Granted, half of that is my property, but because the water company has an easement buried over there on part of my property, I can't go over there because there's rocks and everything like that. Now, I could rent a brush hog, but then again, like I said, when they dug up the trench to put that pipe in there, rocks and everything else come up there, and I don't want to break Home Depot stuff, and then I'm liable for it. I've called every single day, and I think I'm gonna have to start showing up on my off day to be like, listen, I need y'all to come cut this. And I even see guys that's cutting it on the side of the road down the street from me. I say, hey man, how can I get one of y'all to come cut this or whatever? Well, trust me, I'm gonna run into somebody that's just gonna be nice enough to come do it versus me going down there to cut. But everything I get, hey, you gotta call the county, you gotta call the county, you gotta call the county. I said, I've been there. They ain't telling y'all. So I'm gonna keep stopping people that I see on the side of the road that's cutting up the high grass on the side of the road, and I'm gonna just see somebody gonna answer me one day and just come cut it. They're gonna be like, nice enough, all right man, I'll be over there as soon as I get done, 2 swoops or whatever. So but other than that, I'll see you guys in the next vlog. As always, hugging the ones that you love. Tell the ones that you love them. I'm out.